concept Air Max 1s, y'all, and I love this bag. Tell me this bag isn't fire. This bag is so clean, y'all. But y'all, I'm hungry, I'm on no sleep, so I'm gonna catch y'all in a bit, alright? Peace. Alright, y'all, so we back home, and what we got right here is a Nike and Concepts Air Max 1 Mellow, which is a part of the Message to the Universe collection. So just getting into the box details, guys, I really love this box because it reminds me of Takashi Murakami. If you know his type of art style with all the floral patterns, it's on here, but it's not Takashi, but it's still really dope. So now looking at the box, you can see that we have that Concepts logo right there, but it has that kind of hippie font to it. Next, when you turn it on to the left side, you can see that we have that floral Nike print right there, which is dope. And now once we turn it to the front, you can see that we have that Concepts hippie font right there. And then one of my favorite details is this multi-floral and multi-patterned Nike logo right there with the Nike check. So we have a little bit of paisley hits, and we also have a lot of floral hits, and it's just a really dope box in my opinion. And of course, in Nike Air Max 1s, I go true to size, so this is a size 8. And what the colorway reads as on here is oil green, multicolor, and sail. So now let's just get right into the box details, guys. It is a really clean box in my opinion. Again, we have those floral, similar to Takashi Murakami prints, so it's really nice, man. We also have that Concept logo right there in that hippie font, and it's just overall the packaging is really great, guys. And one of my favorite details of this actual drop is for the in-store releases. We actually got this orange paisley tote bag, and I really think that is super fire, and I'm gonna be using that as like a daily driver when I'm carrying things. So that's just something random to note right there. Once we take this off, we have our standard white tissue paper, and finally we have these babies right there, man. And I have to say that this is a really interesting shoe, and I can see why some people may love it and some people may dislike it. And overall, I have to say that it's a pretty interesting shoe in my opinion. There's a lot of details going on, so let's just go right over it right now. So first, when you actually look at the entire upper of the shoe, you can see that it's primarily made of this canvas material. However, there's some hits of velour as well as fur on it, which we'll get into a second. It's really interesting because when you actually go into the Concepts website, you can actually see the description behind what inspired this shoe. So it actually states that the leader of the pack brings you peace, love, and the only thing your outfit needs besides these shoes is the bandana print. Inspired by the summer of the love, its denim upper and eclectic collection of kerchief prints take you straight to the corner of Haight Ashbury. The flower swoosh and woven Concept logo add to your coveted hip look. Classic paisley bandana print, an essential accent to every outfit, delivers a bold vintage statement, while the custom swoosh bandana print lets you rep your brand. Denim details, guitar pick, hand tag, and loose thread embroidery return you to the summer of '69. We put flowers in your swoosh for a bohemian twist, while the mud speckled midsole, inspired by concerts and parks, delivers a free-spirited finish to every step. And also, each sneaker is unique due to the nature of the patterns. So although my pair looks like this, other pairs will look completely different due to the styling of the patterns on each detail. And another message of inspiration that's stated on the same page of the sneakers actually states that the Message to the Universe digs into the culture, music, and style of the late 60s, specifically the music festival scene of the era and all its vibrancy. I actually find it really fire that they were able to encapsulate all of the feelings mentioned into the inspiration. So now when focusing on the details of the shoe, there's a lot to go over. So first, when looking at the toe box, you can see that we have an olive canvas mudguard surrounding it. Now when looking at the toe box, you can actually see that it's made out of that denim material. But if you actually look pretty closer, we have a slash, a star, and a crescent moon. And that may be the only thing within this collection that I may not have the answer to. I'm going to take a wild guess, do not take my word for it, but I'm assuming this has to deal with the fact that it's a message to the universe because we have a star and a crescent moon. So I'm just gonna say that it has to do with the Message to the Universe inspiration. Next, when we go onto the tongue area, we can actually see that we have this fur, which is very similar to the Chunky Dunky fur. So that's a pretty fire detail in my opinion. Next, when we actually focus more on the tongue now, you can actually see that it's made out of that velour material as well, which is pretty fire. Then when we go onto the top of the tongue, we have the standard vintage Nike logo right there. And then we have more of that Concepts logo and that hippie font. Now when focusing on the lateral side of the shoe, we have more of that denim material. And also when we look at this woven Nike check, it has this unique pattern. Again, I'm assuming it's inspired by the 1960s. Next, when we actually look at the ankle collar area, we can actually see that there's some Concepts details right here. And I'm assuming the pattern is inspired by the 1960s as well. So now when we look at the heel area, we can see that we have that olive canvas material right there. However, we have a Nike logo, but what's really interesting about this take is the fact that there's stitching that's left out to give more of that 1960s vintage look. And another detailing on the heel that I really enjoy is the fact that it's in this black or navy paisley print. However, if you guys look pretty closely, you can see that it's very reminiscent of the Travis Scott SB Dunk lows, man, and I love that detail a lot. Next, when we go onto the medial side, one of my favorite details about the shoe is that Nike logo, guys. I love that so much. Look how detailed that is, man. That logo is so freaking fire. And again, it really reminds me of the Takashi Murakami art pieces, how he loves that floral print. So again, I just really love that detailing on the shoe. Next, when focusing on the midsole of the shoe, as mentioned in the inspiration details below, it's actually kind of hard to catch it on this camera. But if you look closely on the midsole, you can see the speckles of mud. And again, which is standard to the Air Max 1s, except the Travis Scott Air Max 1s, is the exposed air bubble unit right there. And then once we go onto the outsole, we have the final detailing piece right there. We have that kind of brown, burgundy, or maroon color. Honestly, this actually looks pretty similar to the Travis Scott Air Max 1s. I don't have it right next to me to reference it, but looking at it right now, it actually looks pretty similar to it. So something else that I pushed to the side that's a detail on this shoe is a Concepts and Nike guitar pick. This is just another detail, which is pretty cool. And then finally, we actually have these fire insoles, guys. Let me just take it out for you. This joint is super clean. So yeah, guys, just take a look at this insole right here. It is super clean and super fire with a lot of coloring going on. So that's pretty much gonna conclude the left side of the shoe. So when we go onto the right side of the shoe, the same thing pretty much follows suit, guys. The only thing that it has is the extra laces. So we get an extra pair of velour laces. We also get another pair of white laces. So in total, guys, there's 3 laces that is included with the shoe. I honestly think you cannot go wrong with any of them. I think that the velour laces matches with the tongue. However, when you look at the white laces, I think that will help make the shoe pop. And then of course with the standard laces right here, I mean, they just look good off rip. So again, it's y'all choice, whatever y'all want to wear for it. But overall, a pretty super detailed shoe with a lot of inspiration. So let me know what you guys think about this shoe in the comment section down below. And now let's get into this on for a look, all right? Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the overall review as well as the on-foot look. And before I continue, I have to give a huge shout out to Concepts. I truly appreciate y'all for giving me the in-store raffle W, which has given me the ability to review these shoes. So for those of you who ordered on the Concepts websites, there has actually been some shipping confirmations sent out earlier today. So expect your pairs to be coming in sometime this week or the latest next week. And other than that, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I appreciate what y'all been doing and helping my channel grow. So other than that, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.